Trailblazing broadcaster Annie Nightingale, who was the first woman to present on BBC Radio, has died aged 83 following a short illness, her family confirmed. BBC Radio 1 DJ Annie Nightingale has died, her family announced on Friday. A statement read, Annie Nightingale MBE passed away yesterday at her home in London after a short illness. Annie was a pioneer, trailblazer, and an inspiration to many. Her impulse to share that enthusiasm with audiences remained undimmed after 6 decades of broadcasting on BBC TV and radio globally. Never underestimate the role model she became, breaking down doors by refusing to bow down to sexual prejudice and male fear gave encouragement to generations of young women who, like Annie, only wanted to tell you about an amazing tune they had just heard. Watching Annie do this on television in the 1970s, most famously as a presenter on the BBC music show The Old Grey Whistle Test, or hearing her play the latest breakbeat techno on Radio 1 is testimony to someone who never stopped believing in the magic of rock and roll. Her family added that a celebration of Annie's life will take place at a memorial service in the spring. Annie became the first female DJ on the BBC in 1970 and remained the only woman on the lineup for 12 years. She was known for championing new and underground music. She also led the movement which encouraged other women to become DJs and broadcasters. She was BBC Radio 1's longest-serving broadcaster and remained on air until late last year with Annie Nightingale presence. In 2010, Annie was awarded a Guinness World Record for having the longest career as a female radio presenter, an honor she received from her favorite musician Liam Gallagher. Along with her radio work, Annie also published memoirs, hosted interview series, and presented many iconic shows such as The Old Grey Whistle Test. She introduced and championed legendary artists such as Talking Heads, Siouxsie and the Banshees, The Clash and the Ramones. She was branded a trailblazer by many industry figures including Lauren Laverne, Jo Whiley, Zoe Ball and Annie Mac. She was awarded an MBE in 2002, followed by a CBA in 2020, and became the first female Radio 1 DJ to be inducted into the Radio Academy Hall of Fame in 2004. Since her death was announced, many people who looked up to her have flocked to social media to share their condolences. Jeremy Vine wrote, "Rest in peace, Annie Nightingale," along with a photograph which said, "Thank you, Annie." Screenwriter Sarah Feltz tweeted, "Oh man, Annie Nightingale, what an absolute zero **** given trailblazer." Trevor Nelson penned, "Dear Annie, you were more than just a trailblazer for women on radio. You made me feel like music broadcasting is for life. Rave in peace." While BBC Director General Tim Davies shared, "I'm deeply saddened by Annie's passing and our thoughts are with her family, many friends and the whole of Radio 1. Annie was a uniquely gifted broadcaster who blessed us with her love of music and passion for journalism for over 50 years. As well as being a trailblazer for new music, she was a champion for female broadcasters, supporting and encouraging other women to enter the industry. We'll all miss her terribly." Zoe Ball tweeted, "Heartbroken to hear the news. The original trailblazer for us women in radio. She loved music like no other, and could outlast any of us at the party. So grateful for all the love and support she offered me over the years. What a dame, rest well." Jo Whiley shared, "My hero, my inspiration. Thank you for it all, Annie. Cool as **** to the end." Greg James echoed, "Annie Nightingale's life and achievements was so extraordinary you couldn't possibly sum them up on here. It was such a treat if you happened to be in the building at the same time as her. She was always so interested in what everyone else was up to. We're going to miss her so much. She was just absolutely amazing."